So Chainsaw Man, the most hyped anime of the decade, is finally out, and it's time to recap, review, and analyze the first episode, all in under 10 minutes. So the episode begins with a boy breathing heavily about to open up a door. We aren't shown who he is. Then that same boy wakes up, that boy being our man Denji, the absolute legend. Anyway, Denji's broke. Turns out his dad actually borrowed a ton of money. He owes the Yakuza buckets of money, and all his dad's owed money is now all on Denji. So Denji owns the Yakuza a crap ton of money, to the point where he had to sell his organs to afford to pay them. He sold his kidney, his right eye, and one of his nuts. I feel bad for the poor guy. He only got about 1.5 million yen for selling those, and he still owes 38 million yen. Anyway, so Denji's a devil hunter, and he kills these devils to get money to pay off the Yakuza. And this devil right here pays off 300,000 yen, and he teams up with best chainsaw pup Pochita to take on those devils. Anyway, so he takes out the tomato devil, and the Yakuza guy comes over and lets him know that with all the fees included, he's only going to be making 70,000 yen from the devil, which isn't too well, because considering what he owes in bills and everything else, he only ends up with 1,800 yen himself from that. And not having any food at home, he eats like a slice of bread because that's all he can afford. Man, I feel bad. Anyway, the Yakuza guy and his minion talk a bit of trash behind Denji's back about his father owing them money and him being obedient and doing what they're told. His scummy buddy tells Denji that he'll pay him 100 yen to eat a cigarette, and Denji just grabs it and eats it. Sick guy doesn't have to be so rude to him. So Denji inside of his little shack daydreams about one day not owing any more money, just like most college students. Then we have an emotional scene of little Denji at his father's grave after his father hung himself. The old Yakuza man tells Denji that he owes 700,000 yen, and he has to do anything to pay that by tomorrow or he's gonna chop him up and sell him on the black market. Denji then sees Pochita, the pup dog, for the first time. And it turns out the poor pup is hurt and bleeding. So Denji lets the poor pup bite him and suck out his blood to heal itself. Not for free though, the pup has to help him because obviously he doesn't want to die and he needs the help. So little Denji with the little pup goes and finds the little devil and kills it and gives it to the Yakuza guy. And that's how Denji got hired by the Yakuza to be a devil hunter. Denji then daydreams about eating bread with jam, which definitely sounds like an insane thing. And also playing video games with a girl and falling asleep next to them, which definitely seems more like a dream than reality to most anime fans. Denji then starts coughing blood out, and Pochita's reaction is so cute. His mother once died from a heart disease that made her cough up blood also. But can his life get any worse? I think it can. So the Yakuza guy knocks at his door and says there's more work to be done, and he heads out with them. So they arrive at this big, mysterious looking warehouse, and it turns out his life is actually gonna get worse because the old Yakuza scum guy betrays him and partners up with the devil, stabbing poor Denji and Pochita. Turns out the devil that the guy partnered up with is a zombie big devil, and he hates devil hunters and he wants to kill Denji, and he's got like a whole zombie army with him. This is not looking well for Denji. Denji with his poor pup starts running for his life, blood splitting out all over the place. But there's nowhere to go, and a zombie jumps on him and starts stabbing him, and he gets stunned. He gets sliced up by them. All the poor guy wanted was to live a normal life. Anyway, they chop him up and throw him in a garbage bin with his poor little pup. But a tiny bit of Denji's blood flows into the pup's mouth, and he remembers what Denji said in the past about if Denji died, he'd want Pochita to merge with him and transform into him.
だったら俺の体をポチタにあげてんだ。墓入った後だったらヤクザも追ってこれな。そんでこの町を出て、そんで普通の暮らしをして普通の死に方をしてほしい。俺の夢を叶えてくれよ。
So Pochita merges their bodies together and starts talking to him. Pochita tells him that he'll give him his heart in exchange to see his dream.
デンジの夢の話を聞くのが好き。これは契約だ。私の心臓をやる。代わりにデンジの夢を私に見せてく。
落ちた。傷が。落ちた。
Anyway, then Denji gets up, combined with Pochita. The zombie devil is pissed that he's alive, and he's about to go Chainsaw Man mode on them.
なんでこいつらは十分恵まれるも同じか。幸せだけじゃ満足できなくて、いい生活を夢に見た。そうか。みんな夢見ちゃ。じゃあ悪いことじゃねえ。悪いことじゃねえ。邪魔すんなら。死ねえ!
He pulls the string in, nothing happens. He starts getting eaten by zombies. But after getting eaten for about 30 seconds, he turns into the Chainsaw Man and starts taking out those zombies. Slice, 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 he rips them all to shreds.
あんたたちの方は心まで悪魔になっちまったみてえだ。デビルハンターとして雇われ悪魔はぶっ殺さねえとねてめえら借金ばっかり
Anyway, after killing the big zombie devil and all the other zombies, some mysterious coded people walk into the warehouse. And I think you guys know who this is. It's Makima, if you don't know. She walks up to him and mentions that he has a strange smell, not like a human or a devil. Denji then asks her to hug him as he's about to fall, and she gives him a hug.
これ君がやったの？
だかす
Holy shit, I think this is the first hug that he's probably ever gotten. I mean, I've never got one before. And that hug takes him out of his chainsaw mode. She takes him down into his lap and gives him two options.
私はゾンビの悪魔、公安のデビルハンターなの。君の選択肢は2つ。悪魔として私に殺され、人として私に飼われるか。飼うならちゃんと餌はあげるよ。
餌、朝飯はどんなの？
食パンにバターとジャムな日。デザート。
Bread with butter and jam? That's what Denji always dreamed to eat. Anyway, that ended a lot happier than it started. How will things turn out? Find out in the next episode. Subscribe and turn notifications on for part 2, you don't want to miss it. Anyway, I have to rate that episode 10 out of 10 dead zombies. Banger episode. Definitely was worth the hype. But that's all from me. Peace, peace, peace.